Hey, welcome back to the Unspoken Chair. Exhale. Let go of whatever the day left on your shoulders. Pour your favorite tea, or just get comfortable wherever you are right now, driving, out on a walk, or at home. This is your safe space. Nowhere to perform, nothing to prove to anyone, and full permission to be completely honest with yourself. Today is a special one, episode 18. A symbolic number, isn't it? In most societies, that's the age we call adulthood. But today, we're not talking about the number on your passport. We're talking about the real, quiet, beautiful kind of growing up that happens on the inside. The moment we take off the rose-colored glasses, say goodbye to illusions, and discover, almost with surprise, that we no longer need anyone else's permission to be happy. Let's talk about it gently, without lectures or empty slogans. Just like old friends, sitting down together to look at the truth and take our inner strength back. Let's go. Do you remember a specific moment when you looked at someone older or someone in authority and thought, wait, they actually have no idea what they are doing. They're just improvising. What did you feel in that moment, fear or unexpected relief? I think most of us feel a mix of shock and panic in that exact moment. From childhood, we're sold the illusion that somewhere out there, responsible adults exist who have it all figured out. And when that illusion cracks, it's terrifying at first, the realization that there's no safety net waiting underneath us. But right behind that fear comes enormous freedom. If no one actually has the correct formula, then you're no longer obligated to live by someone else's template. You have full permission to write your own. I know someone who spent years building a career in law because his father, a professor, seemed like an untouchable, infallible figure who clearly knew the formula for success. It wasn't until he was 30, during a random late-night conversation in the kitchen, that his father admitted he'd actually dreamed of writing music his whole life, and chose law purely out of fear of poverty. In that second, the son realized he hadn't been following a wise plan all those years. He'd been following someone else's fear. And once you realize there's no ready-made instruction manual, and no one's handing one down from above, the mind often reaches for another defense. It starts frantically searching for a rescuer instead. Let's be honest. Have you ever gotten stuck in a hard situation, quietly waiting for someone strong to show up, a partner, a mentor, the right opportunity, and just solve everything for you? How much time did you lose waiting for that? That's a completely natural, childlike response, reaching for a parental figure when we're in pain or afraid. The brain is trying to conserve energy and protect us from stress. Admitting to yourself that you were waiting for a rescuer isn't weakness, it's actually a huge act of honesty. The real turning point comes when you realize the strongest, most reliable person who can come help you is you. You are the adult you've been waiting for. What bothers you most about the overused phrase, take responsibility for your life? Has there ever been a stretch where you genuinely believed your situation was caused by anyone and everyone, an ex, the economy, childhood wounds, except your own decisions? How did you break through that self-deception? That phrase really does often land like an accusation, or a harsh demand to stop complaining. But strip away the toxic tone, and responsibility isn't about blame at all. We obviously don't choose the family we're born into, or how other people treat us. But we always choose what we do next. Letting go of blaming circumstances doesn't mean excusing the people who hurt you. It means taking the power over your future back out of their hands. A quick story. I knew a guy who spent 5 years explaining away his failures with one painful breakup. She broke my heart. She made everything feel worthless. Now I can't trust people or build a business. And he was right. He'd been treated badly. But for as long as he kept using that as the reason for his current failures, the keys to his life stayed in the hands of an ex-girlfriend who'd long since moved on with her own life. It seems obvious, right? Take the keys back and move forward. So why do millions of people stay exactly where it hurts for years? Why do we stay for years in jobs we don't love, or relationships that drain us? What actually holds us there? Habit, comfortable familiarity, or a deep fear of stepping into the unknown and facing the consequences alone? It's easy to assume people stay in bad situations out of laziness, but what really keeps them there is the fear of uncertainty. The brain is wired so that familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar happiness. In a bad place, everything is at least predictable. It takes real self-compassion to admit, yes, I'm unhappy here, but I'm scared to leave. And an adult choice doesn't begin with fearlessness. It begins with the willingness to move forward alongside the fear. A quick story. A designer I know spent 8 years at a company with a toxic leadership team. Every Friday, over a beer, he'd curse his boss, and every Monday, he'd walk right back into that office. When he was finally laid off, during downsizing, he spent the first week completely flattened by fear. A month later, he'd launched his own freelance practice and admitted, I wasn't staying for the paycheck. I was terrified to find out what I was actually worth on the open market. Fear doesn't disappear with a snap of the fingers. But if we're not waiting for a perfect moment, or trying to flip our entire life overnight, where does this path actually begin? If you could take the wheel of your life back today, in the one area where you're still depending on someone or something else, what's the one decision you'd have to make, starting today? And here's the most important part. Don't demand a grand, instant heroic act from yourself. Growing up and gaining real autonomy doesn't happen in one day, after one bold announcement. It's a series of small, quiet choices, made daily. Saying no when you want to say yes out of politeness. Choosing your own peace over someone else's approval. Or simply giving yourself permission to get it wrong. Every one of those choices is another step toward your real life. A quick story. A woman once told me her path toward autonomy didn't start with quitting her job or moving to another country. It started with telling her mother, on the phone, for the very first time, "Mom, I love you very much, but I'm not coming this weekend. I need to rest." It took 5 seconds. She was shaking the entire evening afterward. But that was the exact minute she felt like an adult for the first time in her life. Thank you so much for spending this time with me on the Unspoken Chair, for not being afraid to go deep and look into the corners of yourself that so many people never quite reach. Remember, growing up and finding your own strength isn't a one-time act of heroism or some grueling test. It's a daily, gentle kind of self-care. It's your ability to say, yes, the world can be unpredictable, but I have myself. And I can handle whatever comes. If today's conversation left any warmth behind, or gave you even one useful thought, share it with someone who might need it right now. And leave your own story in the comments below. I read every single one. I'm sending you a hug. Protect your inner quiet, trust your own path, and remember, you are always a welcome guest in this chair. See you in the next episode. Take care.